Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 13 in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew, the Silent Spy. Think we're in the home stretch here.
What?
Right about now, that whole bag and drag thing you threatened me with would come in handy for Ewan.
That was just some EMTs I slipped some cash. There's no plane. I really do work alone. You would have woken up feeling groggy in a hospital bed, but otherwise, fine. If you didn't end up just fighting them off, which you would have. Glad you listened to reason.
Reason meaning threats?
Reason meaning threats.
You wouldn't still happen to have the formula, would you?
No! No!
Right. I was afraid of that.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright, so we're pretty sure that Ewan is up to something suspicious. Pretty positive. So let's go ahead and get these taps back on.
Just like the first time.
It is very similar to the first time, but not quite like the first time. The pieces are different, but the concept is the same. Maybe we do something like... do we want them horizontal or vertical? That's a good question. What if we go like this, and then maybe like that, perhaps? That can't go there or there, so this has to go vertical. Which means then that this has to go horizontal, probably that way. And this would then have to go there, and the plus would then have to go something like that, probably. This diamond, that could go vertical. I'm trying to, like, keep things out of the way of other things as much as possible. Diamond. This is a diamond. This is a circle. Oh, are we done? Wait, I'm missing one.
All right, what's he really up to?
Or I'm not missing one. Okay, cool. Finish that. So now we need to go back to Loch Lomond and listen or pull up on the computer what the tap says. We're not listening to any bugs this time. We've tapped a computer. Okay, what do we got?
Somewhere Ewan's got a special coin. I think I might need to borrow it for a while.
Let's see. Kestrel audio processed, tone match and outgoing call translates. Appears to be the number of the project scientist formerly in charge of Colony 1. Currently known only passphrase caretakers, no context given. Pass may send scientist into hiding or bring him in. Critical. Need scientist to confirm which batch matches the vaccines. Scientist has fled. Documents left behind on unencrypted drive. OS pass a joke. R10 has match confirmed. Formula batch 7 matches vaccines. All scientist accounts seized, not worth pursuit. Kestrel remains, no further leverage needed from Fel, feeding the American tips that will lead to Fel. She knows why, but let that keep them busy until the chills kick in. Release will hit on schedule. I left behind the key as instructed. In my case, it's a coin with a two-toned animal, locker 42. I don't see why you need the insurance at this point, but I'll play along. Interesting. It sounds like Ewan is gathering intelligence about me for somebody else and is like reporting that along, which is extremely suspicious. And yet we need a two-toned key. So, not key, coin. Down we're gonna go. Still no Ewan. So let's go ahead and look at these coins. The two-toned ones I think are like these gold and silver ones. But which one has an animal on it? Ooh, this totally does.
This must be the right coin.
Okay, so we'll take that one. Two-toned. And then locker number 42. So maybe there's something hidden in there that will be helpful to us. This is a busy train station. Lots of espionage going on here. 42. Well, let's take these off. They're distracting me. 42. Excuse me? What? There's just a whole door in the locker bay? What kind of what? Ewan's hiding in his secret lair?
That's done.
Ewan has a secret lair? Oh, and it's a Revenant secret lair. Oh, Ewan, you are so busted. Oh, this is cool. It's like a storage room or like an interesting area for like old luggage. Weird. Oh, excuse me. What do we got?
Ewan, he's the one who lured me in.
Security detail hanging back too far. Need backup. If operation goes sideways, go to where I stood a while in thought and listen. Harrier. These last two lines are a code, but I have no idea. Moira is no use. The Drew girl might know. So now we have definitive proof that Ewan lured Nancy here. Oh my gosh, and it's a letter from Kate to Nancy. Oh, and it's a long one too. Alright, strap in everyone. Nancy, I know you're upset with me for leaving, and you should be. I shouldn't have come here. I see that now. I don't know if I'm going to make it back home. I don't even know if this letter will ever reach you. If the world is good, and I do believe that it is, then I will see you again, for I had hoped to have a lifetime to teach you everything you need to know. I wish I had a lifetime for you to teach me everything I need to know. I'll do my best in the short time I have left. I am imperfect, I am flawed, but my love for you is not. The same can be said of your father. You aren't perfect either. I see you trying to be perfect, but you don't need to be. You just need to find life that fills you with energy and purpose. Be fair and truthful and take care of those who need you. The rest, well, that's the living. I want to throw everything at the wall right now, every bit of motherly advice. School, boys, college, career, travel, marriage, but my mind keeps returning to something small. The memory won't get out of the way of the advice, so maybe it's more important. Dad and I dropped you off to your very first day of school. You were wearing that shirt with the horses on it, the really ugly one. It was the first thing you picked out for yourself, and you were so proud of it. As you ran to beat the first bell, Dad made us late, doubt that will ever change, and I remember asking your father, "Do you think she's ready?" He was too nervous to even guess. It's funny what makes you worry. That's not the story. The story starts later that night. You had locked yourself in your room after school. Your dad couldn't lure you out, and it took a lot of pushing to get you to let me in. It took even longer to get the story out of you. If you don't remember, your classmates had made fun of your shirt, and you had cried. You were hiding because you thought your dad and I would be upset that you had cried. You felt you had let us down. First, there's nothing you could do to let us down. Don't ever forget that. We will be proud of you long after we're gone, long after you're gone too. That's just how it is. But here's why I bring this up again. The next day, you went back in and you wore that shirt again. And the next day. For the next few weeks, it took a crowbar to get that thing away from you long enough to get it washed. Each time you'd wear the shirt, the same kids would make fun of you, and each day you'd come home looking just about as despondent as can be. I remember I asked you why you kept wearing the shirt, and you told me, very seriously, "I want people to like me." My first thought was, okay, great, let's go burn that shirt. But then I understood what you really meant. You wanted people to like you. Even then, you knew that you had to be yourself, even when it's the most difficult thing you could possibly be. It would have been easier to hide who you were, but you wouldn't even consider doing that. You wanted people to like you, the real you. The Nancy I know who is brilliant, kind, strong, a little bit of a dork, hey, takes one to know one, and determined to live her life like it's an adventure. I think of that often because that day is when I knew you were going to be okay, no matter what life threw your way. I was hoping to have this conversation when you were older, a phrase I know always upsets you, but you do deserve an explanation. Please know this, I had a chance to save the lives of a lot of good people. Sometimes, as a parent, the best way to show your love is by doing everything in your power to make the world a better place. Sometimes, the best option is to stay home, to ignore the world and make your home a better place. I wish there was a way to do both, because that's what you deserve. One day you will find yourself facing a similar choice. If I'm not there to help you decide, think about that little girl in the ugly horse shirt. Sorry, kiddo, that thing was grim. She knows what to do. Trust me, she is who I think of whenever I need help myself. The girl might know these codes. More than anything, I want to make it home to see you grow up. I love you today and always, and even when I'm gone. Be good, be a little bad, be who you are. Love, Mom. P.S. Please tell your father if he wants to hear what I have to say to him, he should look up the word apology in the dictionary. Then make sure he does that, because that's where I've hidden a letter for him. Try to let him figure that out. It's better that way. P.P.S. I've left more than a few things behind for you, but I'll never tell you where. Look and you'll find them. P.P.P.S. I'm not talking about my work papers. Your father will lock those up if anything happens to me. Colony is my fight, and you don't need to pick it up just because you're my daughter. You'll find your own adventures. Does this lead to the scientist? Wow. That's emotional. So sad. And yet so touching at the same time, too, because Nancy finally got to hear from her mom. Miss Drew, your mother is alive. Nancy, your mission if you choose to accept it. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if he lured here saying that her mother was still alive and she found out that she wasn't? That would be so awful. Transmission. Storage facility has been found. Biobombs defused. All known sources of biological agents scrubbed. Lead scientist is in pocket. Following a complete eradication of the formula, I will deliver him to protective custody. Find the scientist. He can't hide forever. Someone must know where Kate stashed him. Keep the bombs mobile. Do not store in single location. So Nancy's mom kind of like single-handedly destroyed the colony operation.
Ewan's been planning the attack from here.
We have prepared a space for you. Visit the train station to begin your journey. With the formula, the day will soon come. Without, the wait will be long. The skip tracer will watch the girl. We will encourage her to contact the scientist. The formula has dropped dead. You stand alone in failure. You will stand with us in victory. It has come to our attention that you wish to remain anonymous in your dealing with us. Sean Kent Davis. We have always known who you are. Your attempt to hide yourself from us is a grave concern. You do not need to reassure us. You will be disciplined if that is what's called for. The spy at your door knows more than you do. Fix that. The spy and the girl are alive. Move now if you want to keep our attention. You will be captured or killed. Our attention is now elsewhere. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're basically saying that Ewan, or Sean Kent Davis, failed in his mission and now will be captured or killed. The Revenant's done with him. Ewan, you have not been granted permission to change security levels at the hotel hub. Our security team has returned the site to its proper state. You will not enact changes yourself again. Director Wright. You won't catch me. And then this looks like the passcode for the computer servers. Okay, so Ewan's been, like, working undercover for Revenant for a long time, it seems like. You have attracted our attention. Your assumptions are correct. Carry on. So he, like, reached out to Revenant first. That sneaky man. And then these are fans that won the Sunny June contest by bringing him around the world. Got their pictures in the game. It's pretty fun. I think that's everything down here. Oh my gosh, Ewan, how slimy. What an awful creep. Okay, well, let's go confront him.
Did that.
Oh, now that we found his secret lair.
I found a secret room at the train station with everything you would need to stage the attack.
This all points to Ewan.
Spoiler alert, but yeah, you're right.
We need to assume he's ready to go. Can you handle him?
Yes, I can.
Good, give me the glasses. I'll set these up so we can keep in touch. I'm gonna put a team together to scour the city for bombs. You find a way to neutralize him.
Got it.
Here.
I'm not sure how you fix them without even moving.
I'll take care of it.
She's magical. Okay. So apparently our glasses will help us confront Ewan.
Read you loud and clear, Zoe.
As much as I hate to say this, we can't do this alone. I'm looping in Moira and Alec.
Nancy, you on?
Is he helping? You can't seriously trust him. One thing at a time.
How many bombs do you think Ewan was able to make?
I have intel that says his team was able to produce enough of the agent for 4 bombs.
What's my next move?
Smart Money says if we disarm one bomb, the others will go. No one touch anything until we found all 4. Nancy, get in there and take Ewan out.
I'm on it.
Okay, we totally need to distract Ewan. Oh wait, what's this?
Weird. It's like a gate of some kind.
Oh, cool. B3. Okay, so B4 and B3 are these back ones, and then B2 and B1 must be these side ones. That's sweet. Cool. Alright, anyway.
Ha! Cannot say I blame him for adding a password.
But we found the password, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's turn up the heat. Overheat the servers.
Way to get Ewan's attention.
Okay. So now let's back out and go hide in the same place we hid last time we were distracting Ewan.
Time to make sure Ewan can't escape.
Okay. So we need to turn on the firewall, and I think it was B3.
This won't stop me, you know. I've already won.
Why would you do this?
Because I can.
You used my mom to lure me here so you could get some stupid formula.
You're just figuring that out now, are you?
We're going to stop you.
Nancy, you need to shut down all of the remote bombs. The bombs scattered throughout the city are linked back to US servers. You need to take them offline in specific order, okay? First, you need to gather all of the correct USB drives from the servers around the room. First, get the yellow drive from the Cameron server.
And the servers she's talking about have the plaid patterns here. So the Cameron one is red with a green cross and yellow stripes. So let's see. Red with a green cross and yellow stripes. None of these. Red with a green cross. Oh, this one. Yellow one from Cameron.
Now find the green drive from the Forbes server.
Forbes, okay. Forbes is blue and green vertical stripes with white skinny stripes. Blue and green vertical stripes with white skinny stripes. It looks a lot like that one, but I don't think...
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think it is that one. Blue and green with white skinny stripes. It's not that one. Ah, this one, okay. Green Forbes.
Next, find the orange drive from the Mackenzie server.
Okay, Mackenzie is blue-green, kind of smallish squares. Like this one?
Next, get the blue drive from the Douglas server.
Douglas. Black and white, that's easy. There's only one black and white one. Douglas. Aha, blue from Douglas.
Now get the purple drive from the Murray server.
Okay, purple from Murray. Murray being green and navy with kind of some blue overlay. And they're really small squares. Not that one. This one, I think. Purple.
Then you need to get the red drive from the Hay server.
Okay, red from the Hay server. Hay is... Oh, it's got white on it. That's an easy one. There's only one of those, too. None of those. None of those. Must be up here. Aha, red from Hay.
Here's the next step. Go to the main computer in the server area. You should see a lot of USB ports.
Okay, the main computer is here.
Here's the next step. Some of the ports are going to be linked. Look at the board. Do you see any lines connecting them?
Yes?
Think of those as groups. You'll place all of the drives onto the board, but there can be no repeating color in any group, column, or row. You're going to need to move faster.
Alright, and we will tackle this puzzle in the next part. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.